Makeup tutorial for dummies. Probably not dummies, that was a little harsh. I saw another video with another girl saying that, so I was just trying to copy it, but you guys aren't dummies, okay? And warning, this is gonna be a little long, but that's because we're going step by step, detail by detail. So first things first is find a good foundation. Try to match it to your neck instead of your face so everything blends a bit more seamlessly. Something I had to learn the hard way. For first timers, I think a beauty blender is a bit easier to work with than starting with brushes. Take your time blending your foundation out and don't use a lot of product. Use a little and just kind of build it up to what your skin needs. When choosing a concealer, make sure you know your undertone. For the longest, I was using a yellow tone concealer and my undertone is actually more like reddish orange. What I needed to use was something more golden than yellow. I love to apply my concealer this way because when you sculpt it up like that, it just gives you more of like a lifted look to your eyes. So as you guys can see, I did not use a lot of product. If you're a beginner, because if you use too much product, you will have a very difficult time blending it out. Now this may be personal, but this I don't like. So don't be afraid to use the butt of your little sponge and kind of soften this out. For blending out your nose, try to use the pointiest tip of your blender and slightly dab so we don't spread that concealer all over the nose. So now you want your contour stick to be darker than your actual skin tone. I like to just do gentle little taps and only along the baseline of my cheek. Here's a little bit of taps along the side of my nose and the front of it. That's all for you ladies starting out. We're not gonna go too crazy because you can end up looking real dirty if you don't know what you're doing with this. The big bati. And pat it out, like so. To blend this. You wanna make sure your setting powder matches your concealer. For example, I used to use this. This is way too light and it did not blend naturally. It made my face look really yellow. So I had to go more golden. These little like triangle, I was gonna say square, triangle things to apply my setting powder. Now this is a crucial step. Have to set your makeup. So while this sits for a little, you're gonna go in. I just like to use it can be a powder foundation or just like another type of non-loose powder that matches the color of my contour stick, so a little bit darker, and apply it where you contour just to set that in. Grab a little brush and we're just gonna set in the powder. I like to press it into the skin instead of flashing it away. The fun part, blush. There's so many blushes you can choose from, but my favorite for a darker chocolate skin girly, it's always gonna be an orange tone blush for me. I feel like that is my natural blushing color. So I'm gonna go with the CoverGirl one because as you can see, I'll be using this up, but this is a lot more of a natural orange than the Tarte. It's a little bit more like in your face. So if you're just starting out, I think this will be a good like gentle one, and it's also very affordable. I think it's like $10 or something at Walmart, Target. And Cocoa Girls, like our skin loves blush. It really eats it up. So you don't even have to be scared to go too heavy on it because it will I don't know, I feel like once I step out the house, it dissolves anyway, so. So now for lips, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am yet to really find a lip liner that is dark enough for me, so I always end up using eyeliners. Sephora's retractable eyeliner, favorite lip liner for me. So now for glosses, my favorite natural shade is Hot Chocolate. I like to do kind of a glossy brown. Now last step is to set your face. These are my two favorite setting sprays. You know, I stand by Urban Decay all-nighter spray, but they really need to work on the smell because it really smells like booty hole. This smells delightful. It doesn't really have much of a smell. And when I say this OS, when you spray this, you can go outside. It can be hot as balls. The rest of me is sweating, but the makeup's not moving. The makeup is not moving, babes. So on till dawn, they told no lies about that. And literally that's it. It is not really that hard, guys. But I saw a video, somebody was saying how, you know, enough of the girls are not doing step by step by step. So I wanted to give you guys step by step by step. I don't know why I'm doing this.